Hey, what's happening? I want to welcome y'all back to the man cave. You know, I got me and my boy Johnny Q. I don't know if Pearl gonna show up or not.
What's
He
up?
been out the last couple of weeks. I don't know what he got going on, but you know, we'll carry it on till he come back around. How
Right,
you doing?
right.
You all right today?
Man, good, brother. Good. How about yourself, man?
Oh yeah, man. I'm chilling, Phil. You know, baby. Today I don't walk on Saturdays, so I'll be right back at it tomorrow. But you know, I feel pretty good.
That damn, hold on. I had to turn, I forgot I had to turn this damn thing on this phone. Hold on. Hold on, here I come, Black. I forgot I
All
had to
right,
turn this.
all right.
See if I can get my signal. Trying to make sure my signal's strong enough. All right, I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, man. What what you think about your boy R. Kelly, man?
Hey man. I don't know. That shit crazy, man. Because I remember when the shit was going on. They knew what he
Right.
was doing way back then. So why now they want to start bringing all this shit up again? Like y'all let what 20, 25 years go by without saying
Right.
this shit. But now all of a sudden y'all want to bring this shit back up, man. That's hey man. You want to know win situation? you
Yeah. And then,
know,
and you see, I don't know if you saw it. You know, the relatives of Emmett Till, they said, well, if that's, not saying they advocates for R. Kelly and them, so I'm not saying that.
right.
But, they are saying, well, if we don't keep backtracking, if y'all want to keep backtracking the way you do, like with the Cosby's and the R. Kelly, that's the defense they'll use. They're like, well, come on and bring her old ass back up too.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Well, they didn't say old ass, but come
right,
on and bring that woman on back up, and let's get the show started. If we gonna do it right, let's do it all the way right.
right, right. And I
You
think
know
what
what I'm saying?
they just found a warrant, a old warrant where they served her and she didn't. They did serve the warrant or something. Some just something they found the other day. I know it had something to do with a warrant or something, and they found an old warrant that they didn't serve for her or something. It was something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was the other day. Hey man, like I say, man, it's hey man, it's so much crazy shit going on out here, man. like,
She said
hey
her
man,
family was hiding it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. But at first they were trying to say she was dead, and then somebody, I think she came out. She was like, "No, I'm not dead." You know what I'm saying? She did sound like she was remorseful though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit. Most older people are remorseful when
Yeah.
they start thinking about a lot of shit that they done did. But goddamn, shout out the damage done. That ain't no just I'm sorry shit. you know
Right.
what I mean? You had a little black boy killed
Right.
for a lie.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Ain't
For
no
for a
I'm so
false accusation.
right. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. and then we supposed to just be cool with, oh yeah, shout out. Okay, we don't fall. Oh, motherfucker, it ain't that easy. It ain't that
No.
easy for us. You know
And,
what I mean? So,
and not only that, it's just like you say, he wasn't just killed; he was mutilated. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You know, in front of a crowd of people. You know the difference with the Kelly and the Cosby. And like I was explaining, the people, it's crazy because these people still living.
Right. Right.
Now, eventually, if what they say was true that they did, mentally, we understand that people could be disturbed. But why? You know, Emmett, he out of here.
Right. Right.
He don't get a chance to be mentally disturbed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man.
And I was like, boy, I said, boy. But
That's
you know,
that's why I tell these parents, man, like, baby, y'all gotta pay attention to what's really going on in the world, man, so you can kind of
right,
guide your child to what to look out for and what's really going on. But a lot of these parents, you're not even paying attention to what's going on. You just
No.
going through the motion. All you know is work and pay bills and sing the child support or some shit. Hey man, it's a whole lot more than life than that. You know what I
Right.
mean? And hey man, we got to get a grip. We really do.
Man, I was damn, what was that boy name? I was just tripping off that shit. Man, what is that character name? Uh, damn, it gonna come back to me in a minute. But it was something about the relationship. But they was showing him online. I can't remember what dude it was. I'm gonna think of it in a minute. But I saw you know, it was crazy. I don't know if you remember the incident when I was talking about the girl in the Cab County who kid's father killed her.
Yeah.
Turn around, the same shit, similar, just happened in New York. Oh, that's what it was. I want to tell you too. Remember the subway incident, right?
Right.
So now I haven't got the rest of the pieces of the story, but little pieces of the story been coming out. They waiting on them to release the film also. So kind of find out it wasn't just about the mayonnaise. You know, other little pieces done came out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, nobody deserves a death sentence. But you know, like me and Cuz was talking the other day, people got to learn how to pick their battles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you got to have, you know, you got to start learning how to have customer service when you taking these food and retail jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because if come to find out something that could have been prevented, you know what I'm saying? You know, you forced to look at that situation a different way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gonna be forced. It's gonna force a lot of hands, man.
Right.
Cause like you know, just like I said with your boy Shaka. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that was over a girl.
Right. Yeah.
Well, which was his woman. You know what I'm saying? But it put him in a bad situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what do you do after somebody done shoved in the face? You know what I'm saying? But then you got to know your surroundings. You got to pick those battles wisely, man.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what happened. You got your gun, they got their gun, and look what happened. A gun battle come out.
Right. Until everything is gunplay, man.
Yeah.
Everything. Let's
And then,
turn it to the Wild Wild West, man. Who can pull that motherfucker the quickest and who the straightest? You know what I mean? So
man, that's why I say, man, I definitely respect any woman got to defend herself. You know what I'm saying? But man, when you got to know certain battles to pick too. You know what I'm saying? You just
that's right.
wow.
That's right. I mean, like, and women have to understand that too. Like, you can't keep putting men in certain positions because you feel a certain type of way. You know what I mean? If you're man, you expect him to stand up for you when a lot of shit could have been avoided.
Could have been avoided. Yep.
That's just like you get pulled over by the police, and the man trying to be cool, everything going cool, and then she starts snapping. Hey, baby, be quiet. I'm gonna have to deal with this. You're not gonna have to deal with it.
No, that's right.
So, hey, no. You're not finna put me in a bad position where it's something I gotta lose my life over or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, no, hell no. Like that's why most of the time I travel alone. You know what I mean? But I know who I can take to wherever I'm going. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, like I'm gonna look out for me. I don't know how you act when you get pissed off. Like, and if I can't calm you down, hey man, I'm not taking nowhere. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna go nowhere. I gotta argue with you about you getting into it with somebody. Hey, Charlotte, let that shit ride, man.
There you go, let it ride.
Then as soon as something happens, you get shot or something, then you well, ain't no shit we're gonna shoot. You don't know what the fuck people gonna do. You do
you don't know.
I hope. You see, can't nobody resolve conflict without gunplay. So you have to expect that shit gonna happen if you get into a situation. You know what I mean? And it
Right.
ain't about being scared, it's about being smart and being able to live another day. You know what I mean? So hey
Man,
man, this shit crazy, man.
that you know what? I had to not to get off subject, still similar to the subject. That's what the boy name was, Miles Bridges.
Yeah,
The boy
yeah.
played for the Charlotte.
Hornets, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, did you read the article on that?
Nah, but I see he had got locked up for domestic
Yeah,
violence.
I say, man, boy, is you crazy? You know, a- and the crazy part is, cause I mean, I think he got a child by her too. But boy, you done did this before. You done did something similar to before, man. And I'm like, I don't get it, like I
And,
promise you, man, I just don't get it.
you know, you looking at 25 to 30 million dollars a year to play basketball, pimp. And right before you sign the contract, you gonna get locked up for some dumb shit. Like, come on, man. Pimp,
I'm
when
like,
you get that money, man, you gotta get out of that ghetto ass mentality. You know what I
man, you
mean?
got to.
Hey man.
Hey,
Because it's there to bring you right back down to where you was, Pimp. If you don't leave that mentality alone, it's gonna bring you right back where you fought so hard to get away from.
right, right.
Hey man.
But, but see, I guess that'd be my thing. Like, man, who is y'all really getting taught by, man? Once
Right.
y'all get that high, like, like what training? You know what I'm saying? Because boy, y'all ain't getting trained very well. Man.
Not at all.
Like, like this shit right here, man. Listen, we know at any time feelings can be feelings. But
Yeah.
boy, you done seen this storyline right here a billion times, man. You know this ain't gonna go well for you, man.
Right. Right.
Like, man, you finna lose all type of endorsement, man. You can lose your career, man.
Yeah.
You can lose your career.
Yeah. Just like this shit with Deshaun Watson, man.
Yeah,
You done found a contract for 5 years, $230 million. You done
right.
sit out a year. They
Yep,
talking about suspending you on at least another year. You
right.
know what I mean? Like, come on. And they talking about it could be indefinite. Like, pimp, you hey man, I don't know, man.
But see,
I don't get it, man. I don't get
but
it.
see, but see, that's one of them damn if you do, damn if you don't situations from what I'm seeing with him. The only little difference is he, I'm, I'm gonna go out on a limb. Allegedly, I do believe he made a proposition.
No, I
But
don't
what,
believe that.
but, but, but what I don't believe is because when you read them, if you get a chance to go across the transcript, they never talking about him ever entering or he done forced a woman. It was one woman say he forced himself, but then she came back and she was like, "No, he just offered me money." So which one is it?
Right,
Did,
right,
did he go in here or did he offer you money or was it both? Did you accept the money? Because if
right,
you accepted the money, then the
right.
services were paid for.
Yeah. See, you probably accepted the money, but you thought you were gonna end up being their girl.
There you go.
And it did not work out that way. So now you're
And,
bitter, you're mad. So now you want
right.
to like, come on, man. Like, hey, that's
It,
why I tell people, man, get off social media. When you're trying to get to know somebody, get to know them personally, not through
right.
social media, not through no text. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You got to spend time with people and get to know them. If you're trying to build something with them, you know what I mean. So, because a lot of times you don't know what's on somebody's mind. You know what I
No, you
mean?
don't, man.
Motherfuckers are great actors. They can play the role long as they need to. But
Yep.
hey man, it's up to you to be able to decipher all that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
So it's definitely. What's up, Meryl? Doing all right, bro? Yeah. Hey, but yeah, the oh man, damn, Meryl. So yeah, but the I wanted to I always wondered too, Black, and maybe you can answer this talk about you being on mainstream. In those programs, once they get that high up, NBA, NFL, MLB, do they have continuing classes on issues like this for the players?
Nah, nah. Like the older players said that some of the veterans back in the day used to take them up under their wing and tell them like, "Hey, young blood, you don't need to be doing this." But I don't think they really have that much no more, especially now since these young kids getting all this money, man. Like you can't tell these like Zion what 22, 23.
Yeah,
He just signed a contract 5 years, $231 million. What the fuck can I go tell him about
yeah,
how to act and how to, like they making so much money now, man. So whatever way that they feel like they've done to get where they at, they ain't trying to listen to somebody that you ain't okay. Well, Pimp, what you do? What you got? You know what I
right.
mean? How you gonna tell me like Pimp? Because I've been here. I survived. You know what I mean? I got 51 years of experience to your 23, 24.
Yeah,
So listen. And then we as a whole, we gotta take it up, we gotta take some of them up under our umbrella and teach these folks. But it gotta be like to me, man, if we catch them early, it can be done. You know what I mean? Like if you start catching them at teenagers, man, you might be able to convince one, maybe two, to go down the right path, but a lot of the damage already been done. You know what I mean? Especially with a lot of these boys, like they becoming the man of the house at goddamn 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
So hey man, it's hard to tell a young boy how to deal with not having a father around.
Got
Watch, and a lot of parents do a lot of shit in front of their kids. You know what I mean? So a lot of kids, man, they grow, they don't have a childhood no more.
right.
You know what I mean? So
I agree.
this
I agree
man
with
said
that though.
this man said she tell her husband all the time, young people won't listen unless they have a relationship that they trust. That's right. Like a young person got to have trust in you for them to even listen to you, and I can't blame them for that. You know what I mean? Like if a young kid been getting played
Right.
around or been manipulated their whole life, you can't expect them to trust you on top. You know what I mean? So it's gonna take some work to earn that trust, and then maybe you can have some influence once you gain that trust.
Right. I agree.
Sometimes people feel like it ain't worth trying to get it because now I'm trying to break some barriers that I didn't even put up. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna go through hell when I don't have to.
True.
You know what I mean? So
That's real.
it's crazy, man. Because like with COVID and all the shit that's going on now, all this shit is to keep us all separated. Like this the first time you couldn't go to the hospital if your mama or your sister or somebody went to the hospital, you couldn't even go with them. Shit, a lot of time you couldn't even go to the funerals. You had to watch that shit on the computer or on TV. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of shit that find us worse than what we already was.
Right.
You know, right now everybody's in survival mode. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't even know the answer, pimp.
Hey man, I think it's the same answer. In my mind, it's always gonna lead back. The only simplest answer I got for anybody is God. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That's all I got. Cause if you go from past tense all the way up to now, ain't nothing else been working.
Right.
No matter what the human mind decide to implement, it don't work.
Right.
You know, Um, even when we try to play like things are stable and to where everybody can be on an equal field, it never pan out that way.
Right.
Never.
Right.
But the young folk, as well as some of these old folks, man, they're gonna definitely have to start making some better choices in these relationships. I'm talking about, man, it just ain't no sense, man. I'm talking about, man, violence is at a real all-time high, man.
Yeah.
I remember when people used to be able to argue, and within hours or maybe the next day or two, find a way to end up loving each other again. Man, you don't see that no more, man.
No, no.
Man, I'm talking about people dying, man. They ain't even leave. They just dying
Yeah. Yeah.
or getting badly injured.
Yeah.
You
Like
know.
you never know what's in your future. You know what I mean? That's why
Right.
you have to be careful with how you treat people. Like we
Yeah.
was talking about that last night. You got to be careful with how you treat people. Like if you treat everybody like shit, you can't
Yep.
expect nobody to have your back when your back up against the wall. You shouldn't even
Right.
expect it. But that's what people do. People still feel like no matter how I treated them, they still gonna have my back. Like, no, it ain't like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's better to don't give up on each other. Don't stop talking. That's why podcasts and social media at least give a platform to have discussion. Like that's what
Yeah.
kind of pissed me off about how all the women were celebrating Kevin Samuel's death.
Right.
Like that's crazy. Like why how could you celebrate that man's death and then y'all really had a problem with him opening up real discussions that we should have been having anyway.
Yep.
But since it ain't in y'all favor, y'all really have
Right.
to be dead. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Hey, man. It's,
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. And his opinion should not have that much effect on your life.
no.
It's his opinion. Ain't nobody
It's
saying he
him.
was right or wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just how he feel. Just like I know everybody don't agree with how I live or
Right. Right.
how I think, but I get them that right. Like you don't have to.
That's it. You
I,
know.
I honestly feel like everybody, once you get the age of 18 years old and you are grown, you have a right to live the life that you choose to live. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, you got to give everybody else that same respect and that same right. Like
Yeah.
ain't nobody don't nobody have to live their life the way that you want them to live it. No, you got to first
Right.
live your that way. Like a lot of people be telling you what to do, but they don't even live their life that same way that they telling you to do. Like, come on, man. Like, hey, man. Hey, man. It's
It, it, it's crazy. It's a crazy world out here, man. It is. It's a crazy world out here, man.
yeah,
But like you say, it's crazy when it's not in agreement with them,
right.
you know. And I can admit it does work both ways. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the type of man, you know what I'm saying, that's about to get chastised, But I was just that was another one. I was listening to I was reading the comments off the Cam Newton situation with old girl. And she was like, yeah, my job is to make sure his bag's ready, make sure his meal's ready, blase, blase, blase. And it was crazy. People was like, no, that's like a slave. She was like, no. She was like, look, I don't need nobody else packing his bags. I don't need nobody else putting his drawers in his bag, his clothes, his suits, his shoes. I don't need nobody else for that. I do that.
That's
I
right.
don't need nobody else to see him to the airport. That's my job. I
That's
don't need
right.
nobody else picking him back up from that boy. That's my job.
That's
You see what I'm
right.
saying? Even though I got a life. And it was crazy because you would hear people like, nah, you just a slave to him. She like, no, I ain't no fucking slave. She was like, I'm just submissive. I know everything that he want me to do. He don't have to ask. And see, that's what this is what certain women who as use the word independency and don't understand self-sufficiency.
That's right.
You get the two confused. There are similarities, but two different ways. And when you chose independency over your self-sufficiency, you can't see where she coming from. She's still self-sufficient. She go to work every day.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? She see by her business every day. But she cater to him because she don't want nobody else doing it.
That's right.
You best to believe, and this is what people don't understand. You best to believe he catering to her. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Those motherfucking goddamn whether it's a trip, whether it's a quality time for a dinner, however it go, you best to believe he doing all that.
That's right.
First of all, that ain't no young girl he fucking with. So they ain't 20 and 19 no more.
Right.
You know, Cam Newton ain't 20 and 19, and neither is she.
Right.
She know what it takes, and he on the other hand, he understands what he got to do to keep her.
Right. Right.
But boy, you would have seen that backlash online.
Yeah.
Now all the women wasn't in disagreement, but it was a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this: it was damn sure 95%. No, independence don't work in marriage.
But that's
no way.
Marriages are like people living individual lives, saying that they married, and that's why you don't never accomplish anything, you don't never be happy. Like I tell people, first of all, y'all got to put a plan together. Okay, I mean, y'all need to build a business together. Like every family to me should have a family business or family home. Okay, if y'all building a family business, I'm glad y'all can spend more time together. If you see that y'all can actually accomplish something, you expect that person. If I see that I can build something with you, hey, I want to spend more time with you. I'm gonna dedicate more of my life to you.
Right.
If I can't build them with you and you just constantly taking, hey man, I'm gonna kick it with you for a minute and I'm gonna move on.
That's it. That's it.
I got to have somebody that I can build something with, man. You know,
right.
And I got to have somebody that I can leave something to, and not feel bad about leaving it to you.
That's it.
If you've been treated like shit, or we've been arguing,
twice a month.
Okay, I'm not worried about what you got going on when I leave here. Shit, I'm gonna be glad.
Right.
You know, so.
But see, you know, that's just like what's her name? Just said that Mary. And that's her name.
Yeah.
Just like she said, you know, people still hadn't learned independence. That ain't going in marriage. That ain't even really going in no real relationship. You can be self-sufficient. You see what I'm saying? But you can't.
I want to be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if something happens to me, I need to know that you're gonna be able to survive.
That's it. That's it right there, bro.
Call me wrong, but I like to know all my people can survive without me.
Without me.
I see how it affects people when you lose somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't want you to fall apart if or world fall apart.
Come on. But see,
how much are those things? These are 10.
You know, it goes back, man.
15, but I can go show you my hand back there.
I think it go back to the I mean, where we were in the middle of the conversation. You know,
I didn't see it. It's still in the box. You can trade it if you want. I don't care.
It's good we got the platform for people who do. Just like she said, you know, it's good to have these platforms for people who can be able to hear something, reach out, you know, hear things of a different perspective.
Right.
But man, at the same time too, man, I'm gonna focus on the young. I'm gonna focus on the young generation because training them is easier than training an adult. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it go back to that old saying, you can't teach an old dog new trick.
That's right.
and females don't understand that's part of their DNA. You see what I'm saying? This independency. You're an old dog, so it's hard for you to understand the self-sufficiency part.
Right. Like the mayor say, plans, goals, aspirations. You got to be on the same journey. That's
Got,
right.
got it. Got
You're
you.
not fighting together. You're fighting against each other. You just
Got
don't
it.
realize it, but you
That's
actually
it.
fight against each other. You know what I mean? Hey
My name
man,
is Curtis. Right.
we gotta get it together, man.
Got you. Got you, man. She had just finished feet. I'm finna get the hand and she finna get ready to do my hands. I ain't got no earplugs or nothing. Uh, but man, definitely, man, we definitely need to continue this one next week, man. And if you're able to make it out there today, Black, if you're able to get by, if not, whenever the next time you have an event, man, let me know, man. I
we
was,
talking about putting something together now. Just for all the co-hosts for us to come together and just go kick it and politic. You know what I mean? Let's just go kick it for a minute. I want to like an appreciation day or something. Like the people that's been watching us, like, hey man, come out and kick it, get to know us. You
what's
know
a good What's a good day, Black?
I'm saying that's what we working on getting the day together now. So
All right.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
And let everybody know where you at, man. So they can get like that.
Oh yeah, man. Anytime, man. Anytime, man.
Let them know where you at now. Well, what you got going?
Oh, okay. Well, right now I'm down here with my with a friend of mine. She been working on my hands for years. She doing my feet right now. Her name January. She one of the best in the business. She down at the beauty industry. Tell them, hey, Jay.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Finding yourself.
I'm good. He said you take good care of him. That's what we
I
need.
do. You take good care of me as well.
That's right. We need more black women that ain't scared to take care of black men.
Yes,
We like that. We like that. Where you located? Where you located?
I'm on Martin Luther King, MLK, right by the AUC Center.
What's your address? We trying to get some people out there. What's your address?
901 MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna try to get you some more business out there. We love people that love to take care of our people. So, hey, if we can promote it, we'll promote you.
Well, thank you very much.
Not a problem.
All right, now come see me now.
I will.
All right.
Yeah, Black.
I'm talking about tell them about the event you're having today for your
Oh
family.
yeah. Oh, we having a appreciation day for the kids, for the youth. It start at 4, and at 8, down at 508 Cairo Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Also, my cousin they're releasing a mixtape and their record label today. So he had been working on that for a whole year, so he finally got everything together. So, of course, we'll be there doing broadcasts, through our network station. It'll be a couple of artists. We're going to, they done built the stage down now, so they're going to let them do their thing for a couple hours. Free food, free drinks, everything for the kids, free haircuts. They getting away other little stuff.
Look at Miss Mary on top of us. She don't put
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell her that's it.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, but yeah, that's But yeah, that's my tell me Mary don't be trying to tie up my slots. I got special privileges. I can pop in or pop out.
That's right.
Yeah, so don't be trying to steal my time slots when I'm trying to sneak in the building.
You go ahead and get your feet and your nails done. Go to get into player mode.
Right.
Be careful out there, Pimp. If I can make it through that, I'm gonna make it through that.
All right, that's a bet, Black.
All right, Pimp.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all too, man.
All right, Doc.
Peace.
Yeah. That's my man Johnny Q, man. I get in player mode. Hey man, y'all make sure y'all support that young lady, man. 901 MLK Junior Drive in Atlanta. And then she put Janet's address up there too. Miss Mary, I appreciate you so much. Y'all, so y'all hey man, we got to do more for each other, man. We gotta come together. And women, I need y'all to understand, men are there for more than money. Men are there for more than money. Hey man, I appreciate it, Miss Mary. I really do. And once y'all understand that men are for there more than money, you'll start seeing men for more than that. And you'll start appreciating for men more than that. Like, men bring a lot to the table. You know what I mean? So it's not just about money. So quit letting the world trick you into thinking everything is about a dollar bill, not inside your relationship. And inside your relationship, y'all are supposed to be a team, taking on the world. So you can't be fussing at home and then you got to go outside and deal with all this crazy shit going on out in the world too. You know what I mean? You got to have a place of peace. So I'm not going to hold y'all all day. We'll continue the conversation about treating people better. You know what I mean? We'll get back on that next week. But like I say, man, we all got to do our part. And I'm here for it. I'm here to bring all the peace I can. You know what I mean? I don't raise enough hell in my lifetime. I'm here to bring peace. So, you know what I mean? If you don't mind, hey man, let's get together. Let's find a peaceful way to do some shit. Let's put some shit together. Let's have some cookouts, but with no drama. You know what I mean? I'm drama free. So if you drama free, hey man, let's put some shit together. And hey man, I'm trying to make this a better place. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to enjoy the rest of my time on this earth. I don't know how much time I got, but I'm trying to enjoy it. And hopefully you are too. And hey man, learn how to deal with conflict. Conflict resolution is not everything gunplay, because there's no win in that. But I'm not gonna hold y'all all day, man. I appreciate y'all checking us out. And then also, I'm putting the podcast on my Papa Black Podcast page and my pages. With it being on my profile, I know most people watch it on my profile, but I need y'all to watch it on my pages that it's on. Comedian Black Boy, a.k.a. Papa Black, and the Papa Black Podcast. That's where I'm gonna start streaming them live. It won't be on my profile anymore because these numbers are not helping. I'm trying to get it to where we can start making a little money, so we can start paying people. Like I don't like doing shit for free. I like being able to pay people. So y'all know what we're about. I can tell y'all loving the show. You know what I mean? We're trying to get I'm trying to get everybody comfortable with being in front of a camera. So once we do that, we got some other things we're gonna work on. We're gonna have an appreciation day too, coming up real soon. You know what I mean? Where you can come out and meet all the co-hosts. You know what I mean? And like I say, I want you to get to know us personally, not just on social media. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of life coaches and shit. So if you do need help, hey man, let us know. We're gonna try to get you some help if we can't help. But everybody have a safe, wonderful holiday weekend. Celebrate the 4th of July. Be careful with those fireworks. Be careful with the kids and the fireworks. Be careful shooting that pistol up in the air. Hey man, be careful out here, man, because everything is happening right now. So y'all take it easy. I got a barbecue to go to where I'm finna go sit back and chill and laugh and enjoy my day. I'll be back walking tomorrow. You know, I usually don't walk on Saturday, but I will be back tomorrow. If y'all want to come out there and walk with us, we walking at 9:30 down at Georgia State, Pantherville. And we're going to either walk the parking lot or the trail, but we meet up in the parking lot. If you're coming, send me a message on here. If you don't have my number, let me know that you're coming. 9:30. We not gonna be waiting around at 10 o'clock hoping you come. Now by 10 o'clock we'll probably be finished. It don't take long. You know what I mean? By 30, 45 minutes at the longest. We just gonna walk a couple of miles, get a little exercise in, and go enjoy the rest of the holidays. So if y'all cool with it, come walk with us tomorrow. Hey man, y'all know how I lead the show. Y'all be easy.